With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, Vic. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Vic, option right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready? Lady! Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Nowhere to go that that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
50. Real right, 22.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, 54. Hey. Check 55 to Mike. 5. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 23-yard run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and very short, Vick, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 52 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Stafford on first down. It's Hill, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now it's Stafford. Buying time to his left. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not